Hi, I'm Dave. Welcome back to Odonata's Den. Hi, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm Dave, and today we're going to do an unboxing video of some cards that I got off of Etsy. This is a deck that I have previously purchased, but I did purchase a second deck for myself, and then I also purchased one for my partner. He fell in love with the deck that I had and wanted one for himself, so I'm gonna give him a set here. So there should actually be 2 sets of cards in here. And then I also opted for some add-ons that should also be inside the box. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so here we are. Again, this is an order that I got from a shop on Etsy. The name of the shop is Tarot Cards Dark Forest, and my very first tarot deck came from this shop. So it is the one deck that I like to use most often. I do have quite a number of decks, but this particular deck, and I think you'll see why once we do the reveal, but this deck, there's just something about it. It just speaks to me. I love the way that they shuffle. The feel of the cards is just, everything is right about it. And again, this was one that my partner really enjoys, and he wanted one for himself, so I did order 2 decks. This was an order that I placed, I don't remember, it was July 2nd or 3rd. Of course, there was the holiday, but they come out of Florida, and today being the 7th, it was less than 7 days for sure. So I mentioned that there were some additional add-ons. The deck themselves, if you wanted to go with just the deck, is like, it's on sale right now for like $24, $25. And then for an additional $4 or $5, you can get this bag. So it's kind of a velvety drawstring bag with this beautiful, it's like a dream catcher screen print that's on it. So I got 2 of those. And it also came, I also opted for the box. There's a nice little storage box that will come with it. So let's do this. Let's get one of these out of the way. There we go. So here's the storage box. It's got kind of this nice little sacred geometry shape on there. It's almost like a Star of David with a circle and a sun in the center. Oh, I see an eye in there. There's an eye. Pretty simple box, but it's a little slide out box. And it perfectly holds the cards. These cards do come in their own box, but I never use the box. It's just a simple little cardboard box. But yeah, this is what I fell in love with. So it's Vintage Tarot Deck by Dark Forest. It is your standard Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but what makes it so special here are the backs. Is this vintage, it's very very old school. It's almost like a linen finish to the cards. There are the edges, just a simple paper edge. They're not gilded or anything like that. All right. It's interesting to see the order in which. So that's one thing that I always feel drawn to double check, is to make sure that all the cards are accounted for. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and go through these. I'm going to get them into an order that makes a little bit of sense, and then we will do a flip through. All right, so we're back. I was able to get the cards put into an order that made sense, but I also discovered that in the cardboard box that the cards came in was a booklet that I did not receive with the very first deck that I had received. So this looks like it's their own little booklet, Tarot Cards Dark Forest. That's the name of the Etsy shop where I purchased this from. And right on the inside page, it says, "I hope this deck will help you find answers to your questions. This deck is my interpretation of the most popular deck in the world, the Rider-Waite-Smith." And then, of course, it's the equivalent to the little, what do they call it? The little white book, LWB. So it'll give you just a brief interpretation of each of the cards. And then we've got, looks like, some spreads here in the back. So I'll be taking a look at that. But now let's go ahead and jump into the flip through. All right, so there you have it. This is the deck that I just got from Tarot Cards Dark Forest, which is an Etsy shop. Took about 5 days or so to get here, and I am obsessed with this deck. Like I said, I've had this deck already. This is my original deck, so you can kind of see how I really like how they just start to get that wear and tear on the edges, and really just helps contribute to the overall vintage and antique look of these cards. It's almost like a tea or coffee dyed paper. A lot of folks, I realize, aren't going to be big fans because it's a fairly dark deck, but I'm here for it. This is my favorite deck. It is the one that I use all the time, and I decided that I wanted to get a second one, just so that I can have one that I can use only for myself, and then one that I can use for anyone else that I am doing a reading for. If you are interested in checking out this deck or any other items that they have on their shop, I will certainly be putting a link down in the comments. As always, I appreciate you taking the time to view my videos. You'll help me out even more if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, do all the things that will help promote this channel, and I hope to produce more content here in the very near future. Thank you for watching. Take care.